Hi there folks, my name's Novawing24 and welcome to an interesting little episode. So I'm gonna throw this one out there because this has happened to me a lot over the years. So I thought I'd do a bit of a community assistance program this year. Now of course we have entered into that wonderful period of the year which is called the Steam Summer Sale. That period of the year where our wallets get emptied out and poured into the coffers of Valve as we purchase a vast variety of games, many of which we will never actually install, let alone play. So I've put together my top 10 recommendations for you as a simulation player to get the most virtual bang for your dollar if you are partaking of the Steam Summer Sales. So this is going to be presented in my top 10 list. I've never really done a top 10 before. I kind of try to stay away from them. But as I said, having spent many years in purchasing titles which I have never installed, I thought perhaps maybe I should actually just throw this one out there as a bit of a suggestion. So now bear in mind some of these titles you may already have as a viewer, you may not have. Some of these may not even interest you at all, but these are the ones that I found that I've covered off at various points during my sort of YouTubing and gaming career that I thought would actually be worth looking at for you to grab if you did want to spend some money during the Steam Summer Sale. So without any further ado, let's get started with our top 10s, counting down from, of course, the bottom. Cool, counting up, I think, isn't it? This is the way to do it. Starting with number 10. So coming in at number 10 is a venerable one of the simulation world, and of course I'm talking about Dovetail Games' Train Simulator. So there are quite a few different train sims out there. And there's even a newer one out from Dovetail Games, but that's still not offering that good a deal at the moment. Whereas the Train Simulator franchise has been going now for many. It's been going now for almost 10 years. Originally starting in the Rail Simulator days and moving on to Steam as Train Simulator, and it's now in its latest iteration of this 2017 iteration. And the great thing is that it supports a lot of backwards compatibility. Now, the reason why I brought this one in is that the Steam Summer Sale is a great opportunity if you're not sure if you want to get into trains. It's a great chance for you to actually get in and actually see if you do enjoy it and do want to be part of it. Because, yeah, you can get some pretty cool stuff and some reasonably good deals. The best deal for Train Simulator 2017, though, I have to admit, is their Standard Edition package. Don't be fooled by their First Class Edition packages. Yeah, the best deal, the best value deal is the Standard Edition package. So that one you're getting about $40 worth of stuff coming in for $20. If you did want to more regionalize it, you can go in with the German, UK, or US options. But honestly, you're not getting as much a bigger saving as a good a deal. Whereas the Standard Edition 2017 package is pretty good. Now you can upgrade that further with the Premium package if you do want to do that. But that has to be purchased after you purchase the base sim. So I think this is a really good opportunity if you're not sure about train simulations and whether trains are going to be your thing, then this is a good way for you to jump in, as it's a reasonably low cost one. $20 gets you some really cool scenery and some really different parts of the world. You get a track in Germany, a track in France, a track in the UK, and a track in America throughout New Jersey heading into New York. So a really wide varied set of terrain, really wide various set of trains, all included, ready to go out of the box. So not bad deal for $20. You can't pretty much go wrong with that one. Alright, moving on with number 9, continuing on upwards, and this one is a pretty damn cool deal, this one. So this one is Elite Dangerous. So Elite Dangerous has been around for quite a while, and the offer that's coming in at the moment is on Steam is actually pretty damn awesome. Now, just a random thing, for those of you who, like me, actually had Elite Dangerous, purchased it before it was ever available on Steam. You can actually contact the developers and actually get a Steam code so you can activate it on Steam and play it on Steam if you so wish. But anyway, I digress. But if you're new to the Elite Dangerous world and or universe and want to enjoy it, this is actually a pretty good way for you to come in. Now, the particular package that I'm recommending, because the base title is 50% off, which is $15, which is a great price to get into it anyway. But I'm actually recommending the Elite Dangerous Commander Deluxe Edition pack. Now, the reason for this is the fact that you're picking up the Elite Dangerous core title as well as the Horizons Season Pass for the DLC content for all of the Horizons sort of stuff, which is the planet fall, planet landing kind of stuff. You're getting all of that package along with a commander pack, which honestly actually isn't worth it. It's not worth the money. However, you are literally getting the commander pack for free and still saving money off buying Elite Dangerous and the Horizon Season Pass individually. So you might as well get it thrown in for nothing. So yeah, this is coming in at $34.79. So less than $35 gets through here, coming in over $60 worth of value. This is definitely the deal to get for this one. So yeah, if you want to go at Elite Dangerous, for those who may not know, is a open world, open universe sort of thing where you can craft yourself as a gunslinger, a trader, or a explorer, or do all of the above as you explore either a AI populated universe or an AI and player populated universe, and you can switch between them whenever you like. So there's a lot of cool stuff to do. I absolutely love Elite Dangerous, I really do. Unfortunately, I don't get to spend anywhere near enough time in there. But as I said, it is an amazing title with a beautifully and a really long, detailed sort of ongoing plan, development plan for this one. So yeah, pretty cool. Available now for, as I said, for $34.79 for the Commander Deluxe Edition pack. Alright, continuing on with number 8. Now, this one is a pretty awesome... This is one of those venerable ones, this one. So, this is XPlane 11. So, this is a new title. This is a fairly new title, so the discount is not huge, but you basically... Laminar Research never offer discounts. They don't. The only way you'll ever get a discount of a Laminar Research product is via Steam. That's it. So XPlane 11, normally $60 coming in at the moment for Steam sales at $44.39. Now this is, so it's 26% off. Now not a huge amount off, so compared to some of the other ones that you're going to be getting off here, but the fact that XPlane 11 is a very recent release and looks absolutely stunning. In a recent video here on the channel, I actually compared out-of-the-box versions of Lockheed Martin's prepared version 4 and XPlane 11, and a simulator that we killed many years ago, Microsoft Flight, and quite frankly, XPlane 11, hands down, out of the box, absolute winner. XPlane has gone through a very difficult sort of development and sort of, growth period over the last 10 years, but I tell you what, it's now that it's coming to real sort of it's truly growing up now and looks absolutely stunning. So this is the core sim. So the core sim said $44.39, 26% off. Now here's the caveat I will put on this one. The caveat I will put on this one is do not buy let me rephrase, not do not buy, but seriously consider before purchasing any of the add-on content through Steam. Now, some of the add-on content that is available now, is available for the discount through the Steam store at the moment as well. But just bear in mind, if you are a multi-platform player or you want to guarantee sort of the look for future, not guarantee, but you want to have maximize your options for future compatibility for XPlane 12 or backwards compatibility to XPlane 10, then you will probably not want to be wanting to buy the content from via Steam. You might be wanting to buy that from third-party retailers. So just be aware of that one, but the core sim is much the same regardless, so there you go. As I said, fully finished 64-bit sim, looks stunning, beautiful visual effects, beautiful lighting effects, and beautiful flight dynamics as well, so available now for 26% off on the Steam sale. Alright, sliding in at number 7. So this one is the first of the ground simulators, this one. So this is Assetto Corsa. So I personally do not own this, but I have had a chance to play with both Assetto Corsa and Project Cars at friends' places on their PCs, and I must admit that for me, Assetto Corsa offers the best value for money. It really does. Now, it may not have as much content available as Project Cars does, but Assetto Corsa just combines, balances a lot better the visuals and the physics far better than Project Cars does. Caveat on this one as well is that make sure you have a controller. So whether that be a sort of an Xbox controller or preferably an actual steering wheel for this. If you don't have one, possibly borrow one from a friend because you really are going to want this one. You want one of those to actually maximize your experience here in Assetto Corsa. Now, just a couple of another random thing on this one as well with purchasing this one. Don't buy the Assetto Corsa plus Dream Packs deal. Somebody didn't check the pricing on that very well before they actually sort of decided to put the price of that on, because it doesn't make sense. You're actually better off to buy the base title of Assetto Corsa for 50% off, and then buy the Dream Packs individually for 75% off. So just gotta throw that one out there. Yeah, if you want the content of the DLC, buy the DLC separately, or the Porsche Season Pass for the Porsche content. So yeah, it's just a bit odd the way they did that one, but yeah, just beware of that one. But yeah, looking kind of cool, but just do the math on that one. But yeah, as a core title, the core title itself's got a lot of great content in it. Coming in 50% off, no brainer on that one for your racing simulation pleasure. Alrighty, coming in at number 6. So this is another venerable one of the simulation world, and of course, if you don't have this, I'm actually incredibly surprised. I'll be honest. But if you don't, Microsoft Flight Simulator 10 Steam Edition. So the most venerable platform around for the flight simulation world. Absolutely. It is literally been going now for 11 years. Like, that is incredible amount of longevity here of any kind of sim, and to still be going and to still have content being produced for it, that's just absolutely stunning. Now, if you are getting into this for the first time, and you are not looking, if you're looking, or if you just want to get a non-disc copy because your discs are breaking, or somebody's eaten them, or somebody scratched the DVDs from all the CDs. The original came on CDs, not DVDs, by the way. Look, you can't go wrong. It's $13. It's 50% off for the core title, just for the basic, and all your add-ons, 99% of add-ons, 99.9% of add-ons will work with F6 Steam Edition now. No problem at all. If you are new to it and just getting into the first time and are not looking at sort of going to be going to Lockheed's options either, then, and you want to get a bit more bang for your buck, and you want to get more of an experience from your simulation, from your flight simulation, I would, of all the package deals that they're offering, I would actually, of the one I would recommend the most would be Microsoft Flight Simulator X Premium Edition. So the Premium Edition is normally valued at $90, coming in at 50% off on this one. Now, this includes the core title, called the core sim. It also gives you A2A's 3D Lights Redux add-on, which is just absolutely stunning way to improve the lighting, aircraft lighting for FSX. The AccuFeel add-on, which again massively improves the feel and the realism of the aircraft, the immersion of the aircraft. It adds in Orbix's FTX Trees HD for global replacement of the trees. It includes the Rex Texture Direct 4, which is in my opinion, the best texture replacement tool available for the ESP family, and that replaces your textures for runways, for the sky, for the ocean, for some of the land as well. So just absolutely, you can't go wrong with that one. And it also adds in a RAS Professional as well. So if you enjoy flying the bigger aircraft, then that's pretty much an essential add-on for you. Though it is becoming a little bit more, the actual real aircraft, the real RAS system is actually starting to become available in lighter, more GA aircraft as well. So yeah, you definitely can't go wrong with the value of that package there. So really do highly recommend that one if you haven't already gotten that one. But as I said, the caveat of this one is just beware if you are somebody who is thinking of wanting to be a multi-platform simmer, so being able to use things like FSX Steam Edition, as well as something like Lockheed Martin's Prepared, or potentially just be able to switch and change between the two, then you may want to just look at picking up just the core title for that one. So just buyer beware for that one. So there you go, coming in at that position. It says 50% off, you can't go wrong. Alright, coming in now, we are reaching the halfway mark on our count up for this one, and this one is possibly financially one of the biggest deals ever, I think, one of the biggest deals I've ever seen on Steam. Okay, so this is the SCS software bundle. Now, SCS is the team that, of course, brings us the Euro Truck Simulator franchise. Now, not only do they give us Euro Truck, they also give us Euro Truck, they give us American Truck Simulator, and Scania Truck Driving Simulator as well. So there is a lot of history in this pack as well. There's some quirky stuff in here as well. There's Bus Driver, which is like an indie, the Bus Driver and Scania Truck Driving Simulator, the game, which is like these like indie random quasi simulators that get thrown in there as well, along with the legacy of Euro Truck, the original Euro Truck Simulator, along with Euro Truck Simulator 2, American Truck Simulator, and a whole heap of the route add-ons for Euro Truck Simulator 2, and a whole heap of paint jobs as well. So you get a stupidly large amount of content in here. There's over $100 worth of content in here, coming in at 77% off. So you get the whole lot for less than, I think it's $26.50 US is what you get this on your original equivalent. That is a massive saving that you're getting on here. And as I said, quite frankly, this is probably the biggest financial saving deal on this one. I think on this on my top 10 list. A lot of good simulation bang for your buck here. Just if there's a way to get into the Euro Trucks and the truck driving, yeah, this is definitely going to be the way to do it. If you did just want to grab just the Euro Truck Simulator 2 by itself, it's $5, or American Truck Simulator, it's $10 if you want to grab them by themselves. But yeah, you really, basically by the time you spent that, you might as well buy this and get everything else included. So amazing, incredibly amazing software bundle for here. For those who don't know, Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator is basically, it is exactly what it says on the box. You are driving trucks around Europe or around America, delivering cargo, taking missions, and running your company, improving your driving skills to become the best trucker on the road. A lot of quirky random stuff coming through here, a lot of really cool videos out there on YouTube and on Twitch for streaming for this, and just something that I've always wanted to get into, and now I have, thanks to this Steam sale. So yes, this was one of my purchases on the Steam sale. So yes, available now. It says 77% off. Just amazing, stunning deal for this one. Available now. Alright, coming in at number 4. So this one is a quirky little title. One of my sort of favourite sort of quasi-indie titles, this one. So this is Offworld Trading Company. Now, I reviewed this back when this title first came out last year, when it first left early access last year, and I still come back to it every now and again. I just think it's quirky and cool and fun, and I love it, and it's just bizarre and awesome all at the same time. Basically, it puts you on Mars, trying to and competing against other companies and to mine resources and compete against other corporate foes and behind various different national backings and stuff. Really quirky, really cool. I love the art style, just amazing. They've just completely overhauled it and brought out a brand new update, which is a brand new DLC, which pretty much overhauls the entire title and just looks it's absolutely stunning, along with a few smaller pieces of DLC. The best deal they've got going at the moment is the fact that you can actually pick up the core title, Offworld Trading Company, plus the expansion Jupiter's Forge, for $15, which is basically you're buying Jupiter's Forge, you're buying the DLC, and you're getting the core title for free. Bang, basically that's it. If you just want the core title by itself, you can do that for $8. But yeah, you seriously just want to grab the Jupiter's Forge. If you want to round out with the other pieces of DLC, you can round it out with the company gold bundle, and you can pick that up for less than $20 as well. So pretty huge savings on that one. I'd personally really love these Sarah's Initiative and the Real Mars map pack. That's the stuff that I've been doing. But yes, you pick it up, Jupiter's Forge. You can pick up a great deal for this one. Looking amazing deal. And as I said, it's a quirky, cool, fun title. It reminds me a lot of Civilization 2, sort of Civ 2 and Sim City. The original Sim City and Civ 2 sort of like hybrided together but thrown onto Mars. Like, it's really cool, really weird, and really awesome. So yeah, great title, great quirky little indie title, great art style. I love it. Highly recommend it. Go get it for now. Alright, as we're getting closing in on the final there, we come to number 3. So number 3 is what I consider one of the best simulation titles out there, and one of the most important for what it actually can do as a teaching tool. So this is, of course, is one I reviewed on the channel earlier on my channel here earlier in the year. And this is 911 Operator, and specifically this is the collector's edition pack that I'm recommending this as part of the Steam Summer Sale. So this is coming in at 42% off saving, coming in at $11, about approximately $11 US, or your original equivalent. Now this comes with the core title as well as the DLC pack, the Special Resources DLC pack. Now, aside from the fact that basically, I personally believe this is the only way this should actually be sold. This should actually only be sold as a collector's edition. There shouldn't be a core title and a DLC. It should all be wrapped together. So that's just a personal opinion on this one. But 911 Operator is really, really good because it can actually teach you a lot. And as I said in my review, it hits a little close to home because I do things very similar to this, and I work with emergency services as my real world job. And some of the scenarios that come up in 911 Operator, they're not made up. And actually, the amount of research that went into from Jutsu Games. I spent a lot of time with emergency call center operators and going through logs and actually finding out things that actually get called in. So you get some really harrowing ones come in, and you get the bullshit ones coming through as well. But there's a lot of things in there that teaches you, like it teaches you basics about first aid. It teaches you basics about what things that are important to pass on to an emergency center call center operator if you do need to speak with them for whatever reason in an emergency. Like there's a lot of teaching that can be done here. I personally think this is a title that everyone is a must-have, especially if you have children, and get them to play it and play it with them. I absolutely think this is a thing. And for everybody else, it's still an important refresher about just simple things like, as I said, basic things to do with different types of fires, like an oil fire or like how to handle an oil fire, how to handle an electrical fire, what to use, what not to use, stuff like that, how to bandage wounds correctly. Like, there's all this stuff is included in this game. Incredibly amazing, and as I said, a huge deal, amazing deal. Definitely going to be a must get if you haven't already got it. So yes, 42% off, 42% saving for the collector's edition. Definitely go and get this one. This one should be a must get for you. Alrighty, and coming in at number 2, this one is an 80% off sale. This is This War of Mine. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this one is another pretty harrowing title. So in gaming, we sort of see the bit of the glorification, a lot of the things of what happens in combat and warfare. And we're used to flying airplanes and, being the gung-ho soldier or the super marine or whatever that we do to actually go and so save the world, save the universe kind of thing. This War of Mine tells the other side of that story. It tells you what happens to the civilians, and what happens at home, and what happens when they're just trying to survive, to stay alive and not freeze to death. This is a pretty harrowing story in a very simple 2D art style. Very simple, but that actually is part of what makes it so harrowing and so challenging to you to actually deal with. As I said, this one's coming in 80% off. Definitely, if you haven't got this already, get this. You really do need to do this one. There's also DLC available. There's 2 pieces of DLC available. So there's the Little Ones DLC. So Little Ones is a story about children sort of affected by war as well, and they are standing by. Their $1 from each of these purchases will actually still go to the charity, even though it's on sale. The dollar from each purchase of the DLC will still go to the children's charities, which is really important. There's a second piece of DLC which is a pay what you want DLC, starting at $1, which again also goes to a War Child charity content as well. It doesn't matter whether you pay $1 or 15. That all goes to charity, and the content is exactly the same. So that's all completely up to you. As I said, for me, this is one of the most harrowing titles that I've ever played, and I can't recommend it enough. And it puts you in a position that is not comfortable. I'll be honest here. I'm recommending it, one, because of the saving, but two, because of the content. The content is incredibly amazing and incredibly gut-wrenching, and you need to play this. Just end of discussion. So yes, that's my number 2. Go and get that one. And finally, coming in at number 1, this is a bit more lighter, I promise. Now, this has to be possibly one of the greatest success stories for gaming and software development ever to come in history of gaming and software development. It has to be one of the best. It's also a prime example of how early access and greenlighting and early access on Steam is done right. And of course, I am talking about Kerbal Space Program. So this is currently 50% off as part of the Steam Summer Sale. Kerbal Space Program basically puts you in charge of a space program of these little green guys and girls called Kerbals, and you get to actually become a rocket scientist, and you get to design rockets and fulfill missions and do crazy things like put space stations into orbit, or just try and fly create a space plane, go to other planets. It's sort of like it is not an exact Earth-like, but it is a solar system type thing, but it is similar, got some similar things about it. And the other thing is, there are so many mods available, it is insane. There is like a modding community to manage the modding community. Like, there is just that much stuff. It is so cool. There is so much content available for this. There's been so many updates for this already, and more still on the way. You really can't go wrong with this title. You absolutely cannot go wrong with this title. I think it's outstanding. If you haven't heard of Kerbal Space Program, like, where the fuck have you been for the last, like, however many years? Like the last, like, 2-3 years, like, what the hell. Anyway, but I think it's absolutely amazing. I still love going back to it. It's a lot of awesome physics gets used in here. Visually and graphically, it's a little bit rough around the edges, but as sheer fun factor, and the learning you do without realizing you're learning is pretty damn awesome. And you can build airplanes in it as well. So if you want to be aviation fanatic, you can build and make airplanes in there. You can. It's awesome. But yes, as I said, this is an absolutely stunning title. I personally love it. I have sunk way too many hours into this, but yeah, you just can't go wrong with it. Absolutely amazing. I definitely highly recommend checking out the modding community, though. Play a little bit of the core title, but yeah, you definitely want to get in with the modding as well. So there you go. So yeah, and this is coming in 50% off, so coming in at $20 original equivalent, available now. Alrighty folks, so that does round out my top 10 list for simulation related titles at this year's Steam Summer Sale. So a mixture of the best value you can get, both in terms of financial value and in terms of like what you're going to get for your dollar, so, and just the sheer content. So that's my little thoughts. Do you agree with my list? Do you not agree with it? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Please let me know. As I said, otherwise folks, don't forget as always to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos and want to see more. And of course, as always, you can catch up with me and all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search Novawing24. Alright folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.